guys, I just got to my first location of the day. It's the 2nd Street Antique Shop in Marietta, Ohio. It's one of my usual weekend spots that I check out, and you never know if they get new stuff or not. Once in a while they do. Sometimes they get new stuff and it's roached, and sometimes they get really good stuff and it's cheap, and you just never know what you're going to find when you walk into this place. So let's head inside and see what we see. Okay guys, just left the 2nd Street Antique Mall. I got a handful of 45s and a couple LPs. Not much new there this time, but I did actually run into the guy that restocks the place, and he told me he's going to set aside a bunch of stuff for me for next week. He told me where he's going to hide it for me, so cross my fingers it's something I'm actually going to want. But I went through every 45 in the joint, and so I was there for almost 2 hours, and I walked away with maybe 6 or 7 45s and 2 LPs, so not much there today. So we're heading on to our second spot, Rinks Flea Market, again in Marietta, just right down the road a little piece. So we'll catch up with you there. I just left Rinks. I left with a handful of cassettes and CDs. Did not get any vinyl. Got tons of footage of the retro video games. That there was at least 10 different vendors there that were just filled with every different kind of old school video game, DVDs, Blu-rays, stuff that I never even bothered to look for because I'm usually just hunting for vinyl. But old Nintendo, Atari stuff still in boxed, sealed Sega Dreamcast. It's just insane, the type of stuff that's just sitting there. It's a treasure trove, and I'm still learning, trying to figure out all that stuff, exactly what it is that I'm looking for that is of value. And I don't have the time or the patience to stand there and look everything up on the spot, so it is what it is. So hopefully somebody will see these videos and point out some good stuff for me to go back and look for again next time. Maybe make me some money to keep the habit going. So I'm going to stop and grab a bite to eat somewhere between here and along the way, and then I'm going to call it a day, and we'll go home and I'll show you all my finds for the day. Stay tuned. Alright guys, Aaron back. I'm back home at my house and I'm about ready to show you the things that I picked up today. Wasn't the greatest day out. It was about 92 degrees and super hot, and I didn't want to leave stuff in my car, so all in all I only went to 2 places and I was just ready to go home. It was a combined 3.5 hours of digging at 2 places. So let's get into what I got. First off, at the Antique Mall, the first place that I went to, some 45s that I picked up was Billy Preston's Out of Space and A Simple Song, and Billy Preston's Blackbird, which is a Beatles song, and Will It Go Round in Circles, which is probably his biggest hit and one of my favorite songs. I got this really weird thing here. It's called Sounds of Outer Space. It's a 45 on this piece of cardboard here. Don't know much about it. There's one listed on Discogs for $20. It was basically free, so took a chance to see what it is. I probably won't even play it, but it's neat. Same thing goes for one of these flimsy guys here. I'm not sure what this is, but it says Mad Magazine presents Gollum the Family Fair. Guess it came in a Mad Magazine back in the day. Mother and Child Reunion, Paul Simon, and then behind it I threw Feeling All Right, Joe Cocker. This is a pretty cool find. Clash, London Calling. Next is an interesting buy for me. It's Foghat, which isn't really a big deal, but they're covering Take Me to the River by Al Green. And my last 45, James Taylor's Fire and Rain. And for this place to have a Fire and Rain still sitting there that looks like it hasn't been played, it's kind of shocking, to be honest with you. And the 2 LPs that I picked up, both of them are blind buys. I really don't know what they are, but the covers were pretty interesting. So, first off is Greetings from Timbuk3. It looks to be like late 80s indie rock, new wavy, who knows. But it was clean, and it's on the IRS, so they're probably REM-like, I'm hoping. Who knows? And the last thing is, I did look up on Discogs just to see what this was. It is funk and soul from the 70s. So again, you never know with that stuff. If it's going to sound like disco or if it's actual funk and soul. Ippy Tombi or Toombi, I'm not sure. But naked African women. Next, I got lots of awesome footage from Rinks for the video game guys. Not so much for the music people on my YouTube page. All I picked up today was a couple CDs and cassettes. You probably saw me flip off the camera once or twice. I had stopped by the guy's table that's selling those 45s, and he priced them up from 50 cents all the way up to $2 a piece now. And he put a $20 price tag on a Beatles reissue that was completely roached. $20. I was so frustrated. Anyways, the CDs that I picked up, Rusted Root, When I Woke, it's got Send Me On My Way on it. Probably their biggest hit, but my favorite song by them is Beautiful People. And that is on this album. It is a gorgeous, haunting song. Michael Glabicki, the lead singer. Oh, that voice. Just outstanding. a near mint copy of Yield by Pearl Jam, because you're never going to find that on vinyl in West Virginia unless you pay up the ass for it. Satan goes for this one. Tom Petty, Wildflowers. One of my favorites from the 90s, and I'm holding off for the reissue because there's no way in hell I'm spending $200 on a record that you know has already been talked about being reissued. It's just crazy. Next up is this weird Bjork record. I've never even really listened to Bjork, but it doesn't look like it's been opened before because it's got the sticker right down the middle, and the sticker has never been unsealed. So. All right, next up, a band from the 90s. I love the song New Age Girl from the soundtrack to Dumb and Dumber. Dead-Eyed Dick, a different story. Let's get a close-up on these guys. Dead-Eyed Dick. Don't really buy CDs. This is actually the first time I've really bought CDs in years, but there was nothing else, so they were 50 cents each. Sealed copy of The Master Plan by Oasis. Can't go wrong with a sealed anything for 50 cents. And I got 2 Madonna tapes. Immaculate Collection. And one that I don't have on vinyl, actually, Madonna's I'm Breathless from the Dick Tracy soundtrack. And that's pretty much it from what I got today. I did get some cool stuff in the mail over the ending part of last week. I got the new Tame Impala record on purple and yellow opaque vinyl. I got Jeff Buckley's Grace. I keep wanting to call it Hallelujah because that song's on here, but it's Grace. Classic landmark album there. And then another new release title by Failure, The Heart is a Monster. I listened to this once and just had to have it. So this is a new 2015 release. So that's it for today's finds. Thank you all for watching, and if you like these types of videos where I go out and do stuff and show off my area and where I dig at, give me a thumbs up and some comments, and I'll try to keep these things going. Maybe start doing more places and showing more things. Tell me what you're interested in me looking for, and I'll start looking for it. So thank you very much. Enjoy the music. Enjoy the video games now, I guess, and see you later.